Hello, my name is Emily Waters, and welcome to my book and build that focuses on the power of stories. So, I read the book, The Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lesmore by William Joyce, illustrated by Joe Bloom. And William Joyce is actually one of my favorite children's books authors. He just has very imaginative books. One of my favorites is Santa Claus, a really great book to read at Christmas. He's also the creator of the Roly Poly Oly series, if that's a favorite of yours. Just really, really one of my favorite authors. So again, the Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lesmore. This story follows Mr. Morris Lesmore. And Mr. Morris Lesmore loved words, he loved stories, and his whole life he would write his life story down in a book. But one day, through a tragic accident, his book is blown away in the wind, and he loses his story, and he begins wandering, trying to figure out what he's going to do next. And he runs into this magical woman who has these magical flying books. Her books have these magical powers. And Mr. Morris Lesmore also wants to discover this power. And the woman knows that in order for him to understand the power of stories, he needs to meet the right story. So Mr. Morris Lesmore meets this first story, and this story introduces him to a whole world of books. And all of these books just kind of open up the magic of reading to him, and it leads him to read more and more and more. It leads him to sharing stories with people, and it also inspires him to write down his own story. And as he works through writing that down, just the power of reading inspires him to do his writing. So in the end, we see him writing his story down until he finishes, and it's time for him to move on and pass on the power of stories to someone else. So I love this book because it really focuses on how stories have power to connect us to others, um, and to also implement our own stories, write our own stories. So the activity of this book and build is answering the question: if a book could have an amazing power other than flying, what do you think it should be? So the kids are going to imagine a superpower for a book to have. And here is how the activity works. Step one, you need to download or create an account for some type of website or app that allows you to do graphic design. I personally enjoy Canva. It's very easy to use. There's many different templates like educational posters, presentations, social media designs that you can adapt, and educators get a free premium version. Step two, you need to pick a template you want, and then you can change the colors, you can change the text, you can add graphic images, you can add GIFs, and you can just create it and make it the way you want. So here's a look at my final product. It's a poster showing off the power of books, and my book power is the mind reader. This book, with its awesome superpowers, can bring your thoughts, imaginations, and dream to life. Any thoughts you want have appear on this page. So it could write your own story for you automatically, or if there's a fantasy um, story you have playing in your head, you would see that come to life on your page. Because I think there's a lot of times I just want the words in my brain to appear on the page as I'm thinking them to record my thoughts. So my book power is the mind reader. I thought this was a really cool activity. I could use an activity like this in my curriculum really anytime I want kids to make some sort of poster or design that kind of summarizes a big idea of a story. Kind of that depth of thinking and figuring out the big main point of something is good thinking for students. And a poster is just a one page where you can see the big point that they're trying to make. So thanks so much for watching my book and build. I hope you enjoyed the story. I hope you enjoyed my final product. Thank you.